the Chek Golf Performance Specialist against the TPI coaching courses. Right, so the Golf Performance Specialist, the Chek one, takes about 4 days to learn, and obviously you've got to practice and do lots of assessments to get it right. But the thing is, the fundamental flaw in it is that there's lots of things missed out compared to what you learn as a level 4 or a level 5 master practitioner. And like I said in other videos, I've done the golf biomechanics, I've done level 5 Paul Chek as well, master practitioner in London. And I found it to be really, really good. And I got my golfer that was with me for 6 years. He was winning every local tournament. He was so happy with the program, with all the things that we changed over time. But the TPI is much more advanced and much, much deeper, because each course is about a week long, maybe longer, and there's 6 levels, and it's about $1,000 each level. So it's about $6,000 to $8,000. But the fundamental difference is that it's recognised by top elite golfers and coaches. It's recognised by doctors. It's recognised by osteopaths and other professionals. Whereas the golf performance specialist is not recognised by nobody. It's not asked for online by anybody. And this is my whole gripe with the Chek Institute, only doing in-house certificates, only valid by them and not valid by anybody in the real world. So I've got a master's level 5, but if I go to a doctor, physio, osteopath and other people, they just laugh at you. What, how much did you spend? 40,000 on that. And it's not recognised anywhere. Whereas if I do the TPI, which Janet Alexander, I studied under her, and she was a brilliant teacher. She's got teaching qualifications, not like all the faculty members, or not all of them, but the ones in the UK have no teaching qualification, as in they've been to university to learn how to teach properly. Does that make sense? But with the TPI, it's done in such a way that you got doctors, elite physios, and elite golfers that have won huge tournaments putting their name to the program, but nothing to the golf performance specialist. Yeah, it's £500. Yes, it's quite cheap. And is it worth doing? Well, yes and no. If you want to be a golfing coach, then maybe it could be the starting way to go through. But they miss so many things out. They're not going to teach you how to do the atlas. They're not going to teach you how to release the breathing. They're not going to teach you how to realign chakras and energy centers and stuff like that. Now, I've not done the TPI yet, but I'm thinking about it because it's got more credibility, because you'll be able to go to a golf club or anywhere else and they're going to recognize it straight away. Whereas the Chek Golf Performance Specialist, it's not recognized anywhere. So why hasn't Paul Chek or the Chek Institute, with an estimated value of £32 million, done everything that they can to get it into the mainstream? Because it's network pyramid marketing. They want you and me to do the marketing, not themselves, so they keep their estimated £32 million in the bank. Well, I've stopped doing that now, and if you watch my videos, you go to the playlist down below and watch the 8 attacks that they've given me because I spoke my mind and blocked me online from getting referrals and clients, and only had 1 referral from the CEO in 13 years. So I believe that from what I can see, and because Janet Alexander is a big influence on the TPI, and the stuff that she knows is just absolutely phenomenal, and she's working with more female golfers because female golf is really huge now, isn't it? I think it's a much better option. Pay a little bit more, but at least you'll get that valid qualification that everybody recognises. When nobody recognises Chek, if I go into a gym and I speak to 50 members, which I've done, have you heard of Paul Chek? Who the fuck's that cunt? They don't know who he is. Then I've been looking at the Chek Institute's marketing online, especially on YouTube. Even the CEO's main video is getting 2 views a day. My videos are getting 60, 70 views a day, and I'm getting up to 3,000 people looking daily at my YouTube channel now. But I've done over 3,000 videos. The Chek Institute has only done 250, and they're boring. There's no personality. They're just talking anatomy and physiology for trainers, but a lot of trainers don't want to know that stuff. They just want to train people. And I know trainers that are really, really busy and making really good money with piddly little bit of knowledge, but their clients are happy and they're paying them, and their clients are not...
10 o'clock.
It's 10 o'clock. And the clients are not suing them or doing anything to say, oh, you're completely shit, I'm going to go and work for a Chek practitioner. So remember that. It's all about your sales and marketing. And one of Paul's marketing things that he's been doing for 23 years, which I've linked the video in, I think, where he talks about everyone's dying in the gym. And then he said in another video that the one way to get people to pay you lots of money is to convince them that they're dying. He's been doing that for 23 years. Now, I walk around the gym and I see fit, strong, maybe not doing everything correctly, but they're still in the gym, they're still working out, they're still looking after themselves. That's the main thing, surely. Now, I call people out on Instagram, calling them cowboys. One, it's marketing and, what do they call it? Rage baiting or whatever. But I'm doing it to let them look at what they're doing may be incorrect, and that they may interact with me, we get chatting and talking. Does that make sense? It's just a marketing thing. It's not a way just to slag everyone off in the fitness industry. I don't do that. Because I know that we all love our jobs. We're all passionate about what we do in helping people. But what I disagree with is setting up certificates, charging thousands of pounds, like to get to my level, might cost you up to 30 to 40k, depending on how much traveling, bits of equipment, new books, and stuff that you have to buy. To get certificates, the HLC, the Holistic Lifestyle Coaching, is not recognised by anybody. It was called Nutrition and Lifestyle Coaching, but they got into trouble about that. Then the Golf Performance Specialist, not recognised anywhere again. And the Chek Practitioner Program, when you get to level 5, still not recognised anywhere. Why are they not investing in getting it, world recognised as the best qualification in the world? Now, the things that you learn are absolutely amazing. But when there's no doctors putting their names behind it, and no osteopaths, chiropractors that have got names themselves, that are famous, not like Matt Walden, he's not famous, doesn't really help the sales process for them or for the practitioner. So you will end up spending £11,595 if you do the 3-year program on a direct debit of £322, and you're only getting a certificate that is valid by them, not anybody else in the industry or anybody in health care and wellness like doctors, physio, osteopath and chiropractors. And because Paul keeps slagging off chiropractors, that makes it even harder for you to get working with a chiropractor, if that makes sense. So you've really got to think about that before you invest in the Golf Performance Specialist Program or the TPI. Myself, knowing what I know now, and how it's not a family institute, and how they try and stick the knife in like they did with me 8 times already because I'm suing them, instead of getting around the table and doing something amicably together to work the problem out. They just made it worse every time. And that's why I'm doing all these videos in which to educate you all so you don't make the same mistake I made. Yeah, the systems are fantastic, what you learn. But the pricing is just way over the top. Way over the top. And if it was recognised, I would have no argument. If I could go in a gym tomorrow or my CV gets sent out and the gym owner goes, right, we want you to start now because you're a master level 5 practitioner and we value it and we know how great it is, but it's not like that in the real world. Just try this for me if you're a new trainer or whatever, just coming up or learning. Go to 5 different gyms, send them an email, see if they recognise your Chek qualification, and it'll be a no every time. Because before you go into a gym, you need to have a personal trainer qualification. The Chek system is not a personal trainer qualification. It's an elite level qualification, but nowhere recognises it. And this is what you've got to remember, is that if it's not recognised, it's going to be hard for you to sell it. And if you're not good at sales and you just come into the industry, you're not going to make any money. They're going to drain your bank account and you're not going to be able to sell it. And remember that Paul Chek has been bankrupt nearly twice, definitely once, but nearly again. And Gavin Jennings has been bankrupt himself again. Or once he's been bankrupt. So how can you take advice from these business people that are making huge amounts of money by getting you to sign up for a direct debit? So just think about that and make up your own mind. I wouldn't do it ever again, and I'm never doing another course again. I'm never paying for another fake license that nobody ever asked for. They're charging £70 or whatever for a license that nobody ever asked for. If clients asked for it and they wanted to see it as proof, then great. But in my experience, since I've had the license out, 0. Absolutely 0. And you'll find this when you meet clients. If they've seen your website and you've got 175 testimonials and 39 testimonials on your Google profile, that's all they really need to see. But I always take my portfolio to show clients, so then I know that they really secure in their mind, especially if they've never exercised before, or they've been hurt by somebody before, or they just wasn't happy with their last trainer. This enables me to build authority with them and for them to understand, yes, he's fully insured, yes, he's a master practitioner, he's gone all the way, and he's a personal trainer that's been doing it for 27 years. So I've done my 10,000 hours to become a master, and I'm a master shaman because I've been doing that for over 13 years with all different clients. So you have to remember this. It's the biggest downfall of the Chek Institute and the Paul Chek qualification is not getting it regulated. And his excuse is, oh, it's too in-depth, oh, it's too much, they won't understand it. No, what it is because you recommend tobacco in it, any elite professional can't touch it because they're recommending tobacco. And he's recommending plant medicine in his videos. So any official body can't touch that because of their insurance. And you shouldn't touch it because of your insurance. I don't do any trips, any DMT, any of that stuff with my clients because I know it's opening up a window to get sued and to kill your business and your reputation. And I just don't do it anyway because of I quit drugs when I was 19. I've lost 5 friends, 2 drugs, and I just don't think it's the right way to go. And the shaman that I worked with for over 2 years, I said to her, do I need to do ayahuasca to be a good shaman? And she said, no, 100%, you don't need to do that. And remember, people have died in Peru. They've gone out to Peru to do the shaman trip stuff. They end up being buried in Peru and don't come back. Is it worth taking that risk? I don't think it is, in my opinion. But I know that when you're in the drug world or you're into taking drugs, you keep experimenting, you keep doing things because of your addiction. And this what slowly damages your brain and you get sick eventually. There's lots of people in the area that I live in, London, that I see are total addicts and they're just, their lives are just completely over. And it's just so sad to see that until they have that rude awakening where they change, where they decide to change like I did, looking in the mirror and going, I need to change this and not do it anymore. So lucky enough, I'm 55 and I don't do anything. I don't even drink. I just eat chocolate and work out and eat organic food, see my clients and look after myself. And I believe this is the real way. You don't need to do any drugs. Because I've just seen all the damage it causes, like people getting schizophrenia from it. A doorman locally where I live. Apparently he was a great doorman, everybody liked him, got into the drug world really heavy. Now he's got schizophrenia. You see him, he's a shadow of himself walking around. And that's just so sad. So remember, all the CHE.K programs are not recognised by any official body. Now, if they watch this and get angry, it'll be great, because then they might do something about it. I don't know why they can't water it down and get it officially recognised. Oh, because it's going to cost them some money, and they just want to use bullshit and trickery to get you buying the courses that are not recognised anywhere. Try it. Ring your gym. Get in touch with a physio. Get in touch with a doctor. See how many of them will refer you clients on a regular basis because you're a CHE.K practitioner and have a qualification that's not recognised apart from their own official body. And then your doctor or your client might say, like I've had 4 clients say it to me, you don't take drugs like Paul Chek, do you? You're not doing all that stuff, are you? No, of course I'm not. 100%, I would never do it. So I hope you've enjoyed this 16-minute video. Please subscribe, please share, please like. And I look forward to doing the next video, which will be on the manuals. Big stuff about the manuals. And there's going to be a big atomic drop tomorrow. Thanks very much. Bye.